condition to help you feel better. That is my mission. At the conditional cannabis you got some symptoms from your condition to help you feel better. That is my mission. At the conditional cannabis corner, you can get that information, and it won't even cost you a quarter.
What up, what up, what up, friends? Oh, dude. Where's Awani? We'll get him. Get him eventually. Alright, anyway. Happy Thursday, friends. I hope everybody's doing alright. Enjoying this fine day. It was so nice. It was so nice. Yeah. There's a lot going on. Cannabis News is here. We have Guapo. Happy Thursday night, my friend. Being here. Thank you for always being prompt in the one, you know what I mean? I am choking on. I was just poking through a few news articles. Oh, bro. You're a strawberry guy, right? What did you get? I assumed too fast. But I'm such an ice cream fan. I think you know this. Oh, mint chocolate chip. All right. Okay. Oh, dude, we found a pretty good strawberry ice cream we had recently. Pretty nice. Isn't that what? What's up, Dudley? My guy. What's up, brother? Guap, was that the one that we had from that place, the M cream or whatever it was called? But yeah, I was thumbing a little bit of news, and I started to read into one of the articles, and yeah, that was pretty good. That dang shit was nice. I was reading through just a few sentences of one of the articles, and the headline was drawing to it enough. And I figured, you know, because I like to talk about cannabis a lot, that I figured we were real quick. Maybe. Oh, which way is it? Hold on. Yeah, bingo. Okay. Oh, we ruined it again. All right, here we go. Anyway. Let's do a cannabis news, because though that's where you can find some good cannabis news and cultures over there on the Two Dope Dudes YouTube channel. Leave a like. We are we're talking good news all the time, but I found this one. Life savings are on the line. See, this was just posted today, this morning. Life savings are on the line. Michigan cannabis regulator warns of industry crisis. I figured I could give a 2 cents take on this really quick if anybody would like to hear my perspective. This is Michigan lawmakers. Michigan's cannabis regulator told state lawmakers April 23rd that the marijuana industry is under strain from falling prices, illicit market activity, and the rise of unregulated intoxicating hemp-derived products that compete with licensed cannabis businesses. It is wild. They keep using this narrative to push why there should be more regulation and more restriction to cannabis, and that's literally the thing that I try my hardest to, like, why there's so many rules being made so many different ways, and we understand that it's to benefit a better thing, something bigger than what cannabis is. But anyway, let's just run through this. Brian Hanna, Executive Director of Michigan's Cannabis Regulatory Agency, said at a Regulatory Affairs Michigan Senate Committee meeting, the biggest challenges the agency faces this year are the inability to suspend licenses for egregious conduct. Well, suspend license? What? Just fine them. Why can't we find somebody? Like, if there's somebody doing some egregious conduct, anyway, the increasing supply of marijuana flower that outpaces demand and unregulated and intoxicating hemp products that are flooding the market. This is a very challenging environment, not only for the license and stakeholders, but for regulatory agencies as well, Hannah said. I listened to like an hour's worth of cannabis comedy today, and a lot of one of the people was talking about this precisely. I don't know. It's a very challenging environment now for licensees and stakeholders. Where is I going with this? License. Suspending licenses is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Hemp. Flooding the market. There's this like dual way thing that goes on in the world, right? I listened to like an hour's worth of comedians talk today, and there is humor in both ways of it, right? There's humor in the why would I go to some, some of the old school dealers that were just kind of bummed, and he's, like they're talking about dirty apartments and guys with guns and shady characters and whatever, and there is that aspect of what cannabis was. So okay, having a regulated market where people can walk in is a beautiful thing. There are now 24, okay, we have 50 states, that's almost half, that have an adult use program. Whether it's implemented or not, there are 24 states who have a regulated or have regulations in place for them to service the adult use community of cannabis. There are only 10, if I'm not wrong, 9 or 10 states that have nothing. They have absolutely no cannabis laws for access, right? Wisconsin and Indiana are two of them. We live close to them. They are just absolutely surrounded, and they are giving a ton of revenue over borders. But a lot of them were talking to the comedians, we're talking about how they would never go to these places for the same reasons, and there's comedy in it, there's humor in it too, because I don't want to hear about somebody's favorite experience and like what is it that what are the questions that I need to ask when I walk into a dispensary? And the one guy was like, nope, that's not it, it's sativa or indica, that's the only thing you need to ask. And when I heard him say that, I went, holy shit, the consumer of today's market has such a bad you're only offered minimal information about the contents of what is inside the package sometimes, and I just wonder if I don't know if what would make it better is my only thing. I'm trying to think honestly in depth about it, right? Because I think it would always be cool to solve the problem of like what is the best dispensary. And I've been to a lot of good ones and I've had a lot of good experiences. But when we're talking about some of my favorite places are in Michigan, and it is because of some of the falling prices, and it is because of massive access to, an oversupply of things, right? And I don't know that the answer to oversupply, because cannabis is just a big recycling system anyway. All they would do is run the thing through a distillation machine, run the thing through some kind of extraction method, give you a concentrated version of what we were looking for. Hold that, for as long as you can before that degrades, and then at that point you would just put that into a edible form, and then and that's what happens a lot in Michigan, right? So when people are like, oh, it's so cheap there, well, yeah, your 2-year-old concentrate gummies or your 3-year-old concentrate. What up, Fabled? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. What's up with you? Yeah, some of the edibles that you're consuming in Michigan have concentrate in them from years ago. And is that bad? No. If stored properly without degradation or I guess like contamination, right? Because if something got into it, I think that these things, like the cannabinoids themselves, keep for quite a while. So glad to hear it, brother. But yeah, it's I just seeing this is wild. Now watch here. Life savings are on the line. I know a lot of people who put their life savings on the line to get licenses in the Illinois cannabis market. They now have licenses, but because of some of this, I mean, and I don't know that they're competing against the black market as much. I don't know if they're competing against, and there will always be that, right? Because like I just told you, the comedians made light of it and made kind of jokes that like, I'd rather go to somebody who is way more calm and actually knows and has smoked this one strain for weeks already before he sells it to me, so he knows if it's good or not. And you know what I mean? Like there's something to, or it's like actually a friend a lot of times, but it's a double-edged sword, because I literally heard the same person too, that was like, well, like once the legal market takes place, right, and once stores are around the corner, now you don't have to go to somebody's house and hang out with them or whatever, right? Like he equated it to, and I found it humorous. He equated it to a like Chinese food delivery guy dropping off Chinese food at your house. Like if he came to sell you it, he wouldn't be like, hey man, before I leave, can I grab a little pinch of that and like for the road, or can I consume some of that right now with you before I leave? Like you would never invite him in or force him to sit down with you and eat some of the food before he could leave, right? Like some dealers used to do. So like I was like, damn, it's kind of, you know, I like the perspective, but I think somewhere between having a friend who you go sit down and consume the shit with, and you kind of get a more consistently quality product because that guy has hunted his shit for forever, or you go to a dispensary and you have to hear some young lady who talks about like, you know, what her favorite strains are. She loves sativas, her boyfriend loves indicas, she can only smoke sativas, and you know that's why she's talking too fast and haven't, you know. But I literally have experienced that in my personal life. Like I'm like, oh my god, it's so equatable. But that's it. I think you know, I don't know. Check this out. Let's just jump into this. Let me just get to the bottom of what I wanted to say here. 5-year recreational cannabis industry. Steep decline in prices. The average retail price per ounce of recreational marijuana dropped to $65.14 in March, according to the most recent data. This price was 28% lower than it was the same month a year ago. So, because people are accessing the ability to distribution and cultivation and whatever, it has driven down prices. the people who, this is an average of things, right? And the average of things gets heavily skewed by bulk purchasing of very cheap flour. And if you go to Michigan now, I would tell you, if you were going to try to consume something of quality, you would at least be maybe double this. Now, can you get something for $100? Yes, but you tend to have to be over $100 to get a quality. That's what any one of us wouldn't touch much. And the stuff that a lot of us would consider quality is probably that much for an eighth of something. So there's a, there's a lot going on. Anyway, Kansas City wants to close loophole that prohibits the CRA from possessing cannabis, even though the agency is building a state-run testing cannabis lab and wants to see changes made to laws regulating hemp. See this? Limiting access to the plant without much reasoning outside of some people's pocketbooks aren't able to grow at the rate that they want them to because there is competition. And the competition is just, it's regulating itself. See, it's like, what are products that have just worked themselves out of the way? I mean, if you're local to where I'm around, right, we've seen Arby's work its way out of the mainstream. Are there still a couple of Arby's out there? Yes. Can you still do it? What's up, Goat? Yeah, could you still do it? 100%. But, yeah. I don't know. 5 years, more consolidation, illegal at the federal level, bankruptcy. So if you lose, he said. People's life savings are on the line. That's incredibly stressful for everybody, including us. So without some of these changes that we're talking about, you're going to see consolidation. You're going to see smaller businesses going out of business. Following Hannah, 3 members of the state cannabis industry made a presentation to the state lawmakers, including blah blah. Anywho, I given one of my members money at Christmas time because they didn't have Christmas presents for their kids this year. They should be making money. This is a family that was doing well and made a reasonable investment with a reasonable expectation that the product was going to be grown in the state of Michigan, not the people were going to bring in product and plummet our market, and that they were going to lose their entire life savings. There's a lot packed into that, and I can be rational in the middle of this, where if you are a small investor who is investing your entire life's savings to start a cannabis business, I beg you to not do that. If you don't know the cannabis industry, and I mean know it by like, you've worked in it for a long time, you've been fucked over in it a couple of times, you found out the nitty-gritty of it, you've been fined by the state a few times, you understand how tight you have to be with doing whatever you're doing, I don't recommend it, right? And a lot of people, for a lot of us out there, it's like, well, why can't we have access to that? And we definitely do. What up, Grojo? How are you, brother? Happy holidays. How was your 420, my guy? That goes for everybody else. Everybody 420, safe, happy, healthy, everybody doing okay? Anyway, we'll get back to this. I promise you, we have to get that. We have to, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, this. What happened to your dog? I was thinking it was a different song. All right, I will change stuff in a second. Sorry. Squeal. Ah, let's go, brother. Thanks, go. Happy belated 420. Yeah, I'm happy to be where we're at with it. I'm happy to be past it, to be quite honest. Hold on. Oh. Oh, you're good, Fail. Oh, we were talking about people who don't have enough money. Okay, so in Michigan's market, there is twice the money being made that there is in Illinois' market. And it's because of the oversaturation, according to, if you look at it the incorrect way, or if you've invested your life savings to not have any return from it. Yeah. I don't know the answer here. I've always said that I believe more access to cannabis is the way, and I still believe it. But it sucks to watch a lot of very good people who have great intentions and who want to succeed in an industry just face plant time after time, hurry up and sell out of something that they've invested way more into just to get some return so that they could go to the next adventure of their life and get away from the stresses that are this industry. It's a tough one.
No, if you never see me another time.
Oh, grow, Joe. I'm so glad to hear that.
Saying one thing. The ballot or the bullet. The ballot or the bullet.
Yeah, this is Michigan's a beautiful place for the consumer. It doesn't matter what market you're a part of. Everybody is arguing back and forth. Look at, where's it at? Right here. It's oh, the inability to suspend. I hate this statement. Right here. The illicit market, the falling prices. Well, what's bad about falling prices? In a supply and demand curve, right? If you were to chart this thing out, there is a exponential down for the cost of things, right? It tends to, with the longevity, with more people having access to produce and providing whatever, it drops the cost, which increases the amount of people who have access to it, right? So for me, I will never be mad at decreased prices, but I do believe that there is a proper place where some people are going to have to agree that, like, you can't sell it much lower than that. And I think that a lot of people, like we just talked about already, knowing that in Michigan, right, this same exact container, you see it here, it's $16. In Illinois, you're $25, and you're probably half the milligrams. In this same exact thing, $18, you're probably $25 to $30 in Illinois, and again, 100 milligrams, not 200 milligrams. So to be able to double your potency, double the amount of ingestible that you're looking for, and decrease the cost by, in some of these cases, half, right? Depending on, I'm sure after taxes, some of these are half. It's huge. This right here, an ounce of rec. There are a lot of mids being sold, literally a brand called Mids up there that is massively sold regularly at 40, right? So that will heavily outweigh the quality, but quality stuff costs the exact same, costs about $60.
As dawn breaks on the horizon, new dreams take flight. Hearts filled with passion, prepared for the fight. Our voices rise
Yeah, go. You good, brother? Everything good? I don't know.
Across the vast expanse, the ballot or the bullet, our stance in this dance. Beneath the open sky, as the world slowly spins, the choice is ours to make, where change begins. With every beat of hearts combined, we forge tomorrow with the ballot, not the bullet, our future aligned. There is nowhere to go in the woods, but there is somewhere to go in your heart. So don't be
Yeah, I love that guap. Yeah, I'm such a fan of what Michigan has to offer for what the progression of this thing could be. Do I see it going more Michigan? No. So that everybody knows. If you want my thought on this, or my opinion and what it sounds like and what I'm seeing and how people are reacting and my personal experience in the industry, they're trying to team up. I mean, we've already gotten to the point of, again, it's not, but it's near monopolization of the industry. We have big players sleeping with big players. That's all that that makes massive sense to, like, if you're the person running the business, why not get in bed with the other people who seem to have the best following, the biggest longevity so far, the biggest backing? But if you're the small folks, you can literally have your entire life savings invested into something, and it may not pan out. And I hate that, because I believe that a lot of people have offered good services, have offered good products, were good at, represent, and there's some that have been bad, and rightfully so. They've sold their licenses off and whatever, but if my nose likes it, I'll smoke. And honestly, Gro, I promise you, the amount of times that I've told people, all you need to do is, if you can, follow your nose. If you can, just sniff the thing. Yeah. Just sniff it. Give it a little sniff.
Our minds are just focused on these goals and plans, which in themselves are not reality. Goals and plans are not. They're fantasy.
Yeah, there was
part of a dream life. You have to have a little faith in people.
I guess this one thing, and then what I was talking about with comedians. I've been racking my brain, going in circles, trying to come up with the best solution. What is it that takes the stigma away? And I mean, literally 24, and I've got the exact stats here. I looked it up earlier. I think I took a little screenshot. All right, friends, give me un moment por favor. Exact stats coming your... Nope, that's a download. Here you go. There are 24 states that have adult use, legal for recreational use. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 more. So 41 of the 50 states have a medical or better program. The only ones who have stuff illegal, it's Texas, Idaho. What the fuck is that right there? I do not know what's directly next to Idaho and above. Is it Nebraska? Who knows? But then obviously Wisconsin and fucking Indiana. Tejas. I think the Carolina. No, what is that over there? Like Tennessee? I don't know. I'm not good enough at geography. I've got a map here. I'm trying my hardest, but no, hey, nose to the grows.
I'd like to tell you the strangest secret in the world.
How do we? I've been racking my brain. That's what I'm talking about. How do
Albert
we
Schweitzer,
get it
the great doctor and Nobel Prize winner,
to where the
being
common
interviewed in
understanding, at
London,
least
and
inside
a
of this
reporter asked him, "Doctor, what's
this
wrong
chat
with men
room,
today?"
the
great doctor was
following
silent for a
on
moment, and then
Two
he
Dope
said,
Dudes,
"Simply
anybody from
don't
cannabis community who is
It's
just
about this
on
that I
board
want
for
to
this.
talk with you."
For those of us who have seen the benefit of it, how do we make it so that my benefit, me feeling benefited by this, doesn't offend somebody with an opinion weighted often in propaganda or misinformation? At what point do we... I've listened to a few regulators or officials speak on cannabis, and some of the even basics that they stutter on or are incapable of reacting towards or re-answering questions towards is, it's like super unfortunate to me. Obviously, that's why I keep talking about this. That's why I keep having this conversation. Keep talking about this one thing. How do we fix it? And I'm hoping that by constantly asking that question, at some point in here, the collective brain goes, holy shit, what about this? What if we tried doing this?
Albert Schweitzer.
And a lot of my answers have been the same forever, right? I think we've got to have a more open line of communication, a more honest and true line of communication about
What's wrong with men today?
the anecdotal evidence that has presented itself at this point. Because we have been unable to scientifically measure at the rate that we can with other things.
The great doctor was silent.
But I also, too, don't know
Men simply don't.
that I need
And it's about this
to.
that I want to talk with you.
I don't need to. I don't need to study it a lot. Because in the same way, when the comedians were talking about it earlier, they said, like, when you walk into a dispensary, you know what a lot of people ask? Is this any good? Is this gonna get me high? What the fuck are you talking about? Every bit of it will. It's like if you go into a liquor store and you say, hey, is this gonna get me drunk? Well, all of it will except for the non-alcoholic stuff. And if you drink enough of it, it will get you somewhere. Your tolerance will play a factor in this. What you've eaten for the day will play a factor in this. how quickly you consume this will play a factor in it. There's a lot that goes into how, what, when, where, why, and what the ultimate end goal is. But there are drawable correlations between what alcohol has to offer and what cannabis has to offer as far as THC go, right? But then you take the complexity of this thing, and another comedian made a good joke to it too, and he said something to the effects of, what if you went to the doctor's office and the doctor was like, bro, this is the best Prozac I've ever had in my life. You need to get you some of this Prozac, and listen, if Prozac isn't working for you, let's change it up to albuterol. Let's take a whole new category of thing, and let's throw you into that, and let's see if that works to fix what's going on with you. And the hilarity in that is that there are so many nuances that could be more beneficial in certain directions. And there could be more things that could be done that possibly, I don't want to say could hurt you, but could take away from you getting the best benefit that you could. And one of the biggest ones that can take away from you getting the best benefit that you could is oversaturation of THC. It's great for what it is, and if you have some of it, you're almost guaranteed, like in alcohol, is this shit gonna work? Yes. Good? Yeah, I mean, take enough of it and it will do the trick. But don't do enough of it, or anticipate doing less of it. None of us would ever, this is all I'm saying, none of us would ever take one shot of some Tutti Frutti drink or like a seltzer, 5% or a 3% or a something seltzer, or a shot of moonshine, and go, okay, I'm gonna go 1 for 1 with these for 5. Well, every one that you do more is just stacking you incrementally further away. You know what I mean? So, like, there is something that has to be done right in it. But if you're purely looking to get moonshine intoxicated, then, let me introduce you to concentrates and... Oh my god, Grojo, it's the most common. So literally the questions are when people come in, it's what's the best? Is it sativa or indica? What's the highest THC? Y'all got any weed? No, a lot of times, it's just like the most, is that gonna get me high? I don't want to get high. I just don't understand that statement. But I've literally listened to it come out of hundreds of humans' mouths. I don't want to get high. Well, what does that even mean? Yeah, bro, I swear to God. Often I have to ask people, give me that 19 to 23%. No, the other people, I mean, and there is, right? There's often something back there that I can offer you with a lower THC percentage or a smaller effect. What up, Seymour? How are you, my friend? I hope all is well with you. But yeah, I listened to a lot of medical patients who came in, and they were looking for a medicinal benefit from the plant without dealing with the intoxication. But it's not that they were intimidated by the intoxication. They were intimidated by the propaganda. They were terrified of the shit that they have heard from all of the comedians who have made jokes about it. Everything negative, turning into, you know, this is your brain on drugs. You know what I mean? It's an egg or whatever. It's like all of that. And for them to continually call this thing drugs, to continually use the word high, in the same breath, you will say you can get high on crack cocaine, and then you're going to say that you can get high on marijuana. It's a misuse of the terminology. It's a bad way to represent what the experience of cannabis is versus what the experience of anything else. Craig, Sean, what's up, brother? Tyler, what's up, my friend? Oh my God, Lee. Brother, thank you so much. I'm glad that you popped back in here. So good to see your name pop back through. I'll let you know that this community's been fucking super dope. Oh my God, Tyler. I kind of have like a whole little bit on this. I don't want to say it's like the bad words of cannabis, right? Like, stoned, right? The word stoned in the Bible means you got fucking rocks chucked at you for doing something wrong. Nobody who has been listening to the Bible for their whole life or comes from literal places where people still are stoned to death wants to hear, I'm going to get stoned from that thing. And it's like, fuck that. I don't want that. Weed is something you will spray a killer on. You're going to spray a weed killer on. That is not something you're going to ingest into your lungs. The word high kind of is a disassociation word. It's like you floated out of your body. You're sitting up here above yourself, looking down on yourself. You're not in control anymore. And everybody just wants to be in control. Everybody's favorite law is gravity. Now, trust me, a lot of us will go, yeah, I'll be down to fly. Yeah, for a minute. Imagine just drifting away out into fucking space forever. Yeah, no fucking thanks. So, every one of us loves gravity. We like being on the ground. We don't like being high. That's terrible shit. You know what I mean?
You can one hit 'em, puff it in a pipe, and you can twist it in a stem.
Well, and Tyler, often that's what I had to do with the consumer. When they would come in and say, I don't want to get high, I would go, that is perfectly fine. I don't want you to get high either. But what do you think high is? And then they're like, well, you know. I'm like, well, of course I know. But I'm not talking about, like, when I talk about the intoxication from cannabis, I will call it an intoxication, but I don't think of it as a high. There is more of a, there's either a euphoria with a sedation or just a straight sedation, right? It's kind of those two things. There's like a euphoric fuck it all, and there's like a super fuck it all, you know? And there's plenty in between, but high is a bad word for us to use. I just hate, and again, it's because it's all of it. Heroin, meth, crack, cocaine, name any one of the massive drugs that people are scared or intimidated by, and to be high on all of them is a possibility. According to the bad words that are, what is drugs? What are drugs? Right? Because often the drugs that people call drugs, I believe, are medicine. And the medicines that people are calling medicines, I believe they're drugs. Right? Like we have a flip-flop in like you just said there, it is how people use the words themselves. Yeah, peaceful and relaxed is there. I mean, and that's it, right? Euphoria, peace, love, harmony. There's all of that. Hey, shit, dude.
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It ain't no good, bruh. Yeah. And I've watched a lot of people deteriorate to that. And I understand that there is a market that profits greatly off of the distribution of medication. It's just so weird that we've allowed that thing to get so big and so out of hand that we will allow the third leading cause of death in America to be at the hands of doctors. Right, like a prescription, a surgery, and there's a lot of it going on. We have 365 days a year with tens of thousands. I think it's fucking, I don't know, 40, 50, 60K people a year. That's a lot, right? And I get it that, is there a rebound to that where it's like they are the people who are also maybe saving some people a lot of suffering? And I promise you, I've witnessed Western medicine do wonders. I've witnessed Eastern medicine do wonders. I've witnessed cannabis do wonders. But I think one of the biggest things that we all have to understand is that the best thing that you can do is often, like, there's got to be some, like, eat properly, exercise right. It's not always going to be a consumable that is going to fix what we're going through. And I'm not unaware or unempathetic to the fact that some people do have debilitating conditions that are worth medicating. But I think to have the most success in your health, and this is what I talk about all the time, taking your health back into your own hands. I think for you to do that, you need to understand what your condition is in many different contexts. To understand that though it is one thing, it is many things. You're an individual who's going through your experience, and the commonality is the word that they've described you by, but your experience will be yours. And like how you deal with that is a lot of time, I mean, it starts here. I literally promise you, your health always starts right here. And the reason why I think I lean into cannabis a lot too is because it helps right here so much. It is something that, if nothing else, has slowed all of us down once or twice in our lives and helped us make a more rational decision. Has it also been the reason why we've done some silly shit? Maybe. I will give it to whoever the haters are in the world. I mean, I don't really know what it is, but I'm sure that some of us have done some goofier shit because we've been under the influence of cannabis. But I don't see it. It's not like the harmful things that the drugs may cause you. Yeah. So, moral of all of this, your worth, the effort, and the time to figure it out and learn it, right? And there's a lot of, there's a lot of good in just cannabis alone. I'm not a medical professional. I'm happy to help anybody who has a medical condition try to understand their medical condition better. There's a lot of information out there. I've also seen a lot of people have a lot of different conditions, and I've witnessed how they've interacted, especially with cannabis. Jump the bike? No, I haven't. What is this, Ty? Jump the bike. Do you actually like jump over a bike? Because that's... Who's it like? Lay down this way, laid down the long ways, stood up the short ways, stood up the long ways. What do we got? Because that sounds like if I just came up with it there, you know, if not, that's what we need to do. Good game. You heard it here first. And if it's literally not about jumping over a bike, that's the most funny shit in the whole world. Oh, Ty. And no, that sounds like a great time. That sounds like some shit I could get into, brother. Because to me, also, nothing funnier than somebody falling down. Not like to hurt themselves, you know. It's just a nice little tumble under your own, you know, strong feet still.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really
my
want.
nose.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
Yeah, I love that, Ty.
What you really, really
I
want.
love the spirit of it.
I wanna
Things are so
really,
much
really
easier.
wanna zig. If you want my future, forget my past.
Love the plant.
I better make it fast.
Love this plant. Y'all want to consume some of it with me? I think I'll put... Get your act together, it'll be just fine.
I'll tell you what I want,
What I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. You gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never
I did make Gawani his song from last week.
you have got to give.
So when Gawani gets in here, we're gonna get a new song. I think maybe, no, y'all heard the opening.
Oh, do you think about
I'll smoke to that. I like that. Thanks, Sean.
Say you can handle my love. Are you for real? Are you for real?
Sean, you still in Florida? You doing okay? How's things down there, brother?
If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. Yo, I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
Really, 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 really want.
What you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig zig.
I like turtles.
If you wanna be my lover,
Cheers, my friends.
gotta get with my friends. Gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. You've got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. So here's a story from A to Z. You wanna get with me? You gotta listen carefully. We got M in the place who likes it in your face. You got G like MC who likes it on a easy V. Doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. And as for me, ha, you'll see. Slam your body down and wind it all around.
Oh,
Slam your body
shit.
down and wind it all around.
Seymour, we do not have a P.O. box.
You gotta get with my
Fuck, I don't, how did I miss that?
Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my
Am I on fucking... Oh my god. I'm such a bupkis. Do you guys even know? How long have we been doing this? I gotta go to live chat and shit. Figure my life out.
You gotta slam, 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 slam your body down and wind it all around. Slam your body down and wind it all around. Slam your body down and wind it all around now. Slam your body down and zig a zig. Oh, if you wanna be my lover.
Oh, Ty. That's, the hemp MJ fight is a meh
If you wanna
fight.
be my lover.
Ty, have you ever jumped in and listened to the Two Dope Dudes? Me and my buddy Guapo there, we do a little podcast. I feel like you have, right? Am I silly for asking this question? I don't know. We talk about this stuff. A lot of it. Oh, look at this. You're a fucking hero. What a hero. Thanks, Ty. Yeah, I think it's a cool time to be around and to be a part of some things. Tyler, like, what we're experiencing up here is a bigger push towards the towards the hemp market by a lot of the big legal players. So a lot of the guys who have gone to the extent of getting cultivation and have multiple dispensary licenses and everything, have multiple cultivation licenses even, have gone to the hemp side of things. We're gonna start to see, and I promise you guys, hear me when I'm telling you this, if it's not already, brands like Kiva, Camino, what's the other one? Oh my, it's on the tip of my tongue here. We're gonna get it. Incredibles. Watch these brands will start to appear in gas stations. You're gonna see these name brand, bigger players, people who have great market share in the recreational and medicinal licenses, who are going to try to monopolize also at the same time the hemp market. And like you can see it heavily with cookies right now. I mean, we can jump on Cookie's fucking website right now and look up Cookie's cannabis. Here we go. Look, I typed in Cookie's cannabis and cookies.co came up. I don't know if that's, oh, this is gonna just give me all the dispos. Hold on. No, I don't want the dispensaries. No, not St. Louis, not Florida. Let's see if it's just straight on the .co. Because I know that they're hemp side. Yes, I am. Don't worry about this. RSVP now. Bustor, genetics. Catalog. Order online. There you go. This wild shit. You guys, look at it. It just literally says order THC online. This is their brand. So CBD, Delta 8, and HHC. THCA. Seeds. THCA. Legitimately THC. HCA. Come on, guys.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor.
What's HJR 250 got to say?
Something in your eyes.
What's the and maybe Guap and I can look a little bit. Oh, nice. Ty, that's dope. That's super cool.
Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend.
Oh, I can't read. Hold on.
Not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way
pretty much there's expand rapidly in the state of Alabama, raising complex regulatory, economic, and public health considerations. Retailers, law enforcement, public health officials. Need for clear, consistent, comprehensive regulations that promote public safety while supporting economic development and current legislation. Blah blah. The deliberating approach. Voting. Boom. Okay. Well, yeah, and then the next fucking bunch of it is just something about who needs to represent. Anyway,
I should have known better than to cheat a friend. Known better, yeah.
HP 445.
And waste the chance that I've been given.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you.
let me get here.
Never
I'll look it
without your love. Tonight the music seems so loud.
Oh, house bill
I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together.
Oh man, I am just getting them straight off the fucking
This dance forever.
state of Alabama site.
Who's gonna dance with me? Please stay. And I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend.
No, got the wrong one.
You're not a fool.
Oh, I put 455. I'm a dingus. 445. Holy shit. I was like, man, they talking about coroners in there, bro. I don't think I'm looking at the right one.
Now that you're gone.
Products that contain psychoactive cannabinoids found in or derived from hemp may not be sold to minors, but are otherwise not regulated. Oh, shit. Don't sell it to minors. Don't regulate it. I like it. This would authorize the Alabama Alcohol Beverage Control Board to regulate all consumable hemp products through the licensure of manufacturers, wholesale distributors, and retailers of consumable hemp products. It will prohibit the sale of any consumable to under 21. That makes sense. It will restrict retail establishments sell consumable hemp. Existing liquor stores, labeling and testing requirements, limit THC, which is perfectly good. I'm at THCs with an S. I don't know what the hell that means. Probably THCA. What about THCV? About THCG? No? Okay. CBZ? I don't know. There's so many cannabinoids that you're able to pull off. I think they've recognized like 100 plus. HHC 10. Dude, THC VAQ 42. Hood hype. Yeah, hell yeah. Wow, I like that. Quarterbacks should just start yucking out cannabinoid names. Beta caryophyllene, beta caryophyllene. Lightning. Oh, and then just you're out, dude. If he says set myrcene, totally different. You know what I mean? Gotta. One is to get you up. It's a high route, and the other one's a low route. R.I.P. Mongo. Yeah? R.I.P. anybody who R.I.Ps. Yeah. Got a cool hat. And my homies agree I really look good in black, fool. no home,
no lights,
no motor car.
not a single luxury like Robinson Crusoe. It's as primitive as can be. We've been spending most our lives living in an Amish paradise. We're just plain and simple guys living in an Amish paradise. There's no time for sin and vice.
Chi-Town Hi-Fi, what is up, my brother? How the hell you doing? Happy Thursday night. Bro, Joe, did you, have you been able to meet, Revenant, what's his name? McMahon. He was really cool. Y'all might love this, alright? Hey, listen, sports fans, let me tell you, for you Chicago Bears fans who might, appreciate, a good story, we had old Revenant in himself, the quarterback of the 85 Bears, and it was like a promo thing, and it came up kind of last minute. He did a different dispo that was part of our umbrella earlier in the day or the day before, and happened to just be going out the next day, and on the way he stopped at us before he went to the Chicago place or something. And in the transition, he comes out and he was like, hey, what's up? I'm meeting him. Nice to meet you. All right, let's all get a picture together. You know, it's a photo op for them to, you know, hey, we stopped in and do this shit with these people. So it is me and like 5 or 6 girls. Now, one of them has watched, well, they might have watched some football in their life, but they are not football people. I grew up a Packers fan. I don't watch football at all. I don't affiliate myself with any of the teams or try to fight for one better than the other. I hope they all do okay and those boys stay healthy. But yeah, besides that, I was hanging out with this cat. So it was a wild, like, he came in, he's like, all right, does anybody want anything signed? Do we need to get any signatures? A couple of like random customers were like, is that fucking Jim? I said, yeah. Holy shit, let me take a picture. Oh, you're the man. Whatever, they're talking shit. We're all just kind of having a bullshit good time. So like, I'm like, well, fuck, you know, like, what do we talk about in here? I say, hey, man, what are you doing? Like, what do you do? Like, you want to go golfing or something? It's like, what? That's what you want to do? I'm like, yeah, let's go golfing. He's like, I would, but been kind of nursing an injury. I said, oh, yeah? Hey, what kind of weed are you taking for that? And he's like, oh, I smoke my own. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Not talking about smoking. I mean, like, are you eating any CBD? He's like, I got this girl that makes it for me. I eat some sometime. No. Listen to me, bro. You're literally telling me that you're recouping from some shit. Let me help you out. What you need to do is start consuming. So, dude, this guy comes in and like everybody else might be like, hey, let's hang out. You're somebody that I loved growing up, and I just am, you know, for me, I'm like, bro, let me get you some medicine, dude. I got some shit in here that might be able to help you. Do you want to buy some shit before you? I'm trying to sell the man fucking weed. He's coming in to promote his products, and I'm hustling. I'm trying to sell him shit. But hey, get right, dude. I just want to help you out. Don't hurt yourself now. Uh-oh. Kwani. Oh, well, now you gotta wait. There's a few songs in the way. There's a few queued up. There's a song that you need to hear, my friend. Oh, Tyler. I hope so, too. I hope it goes right at a federal level at some point and everybody's allowed to grow plants. I think it's a far better plant to allow the masses to grow for themselves. Because, again, I am somebody who would rather somebody else grow it for me. Just make it accessible. Make it reasonably accessible. And, you know, I don't want to grow it, personally. But I do like the idea of growing, like, ornamental cannabis. We had our friend Z on the other day. We were talking to him. He's cool as hell. Doing bonsai can of bonsai. There's a lot that can be done with this plant. I'm in awe of all the different aspects of it. I respect all of you who grow it well and who are very capable of, from nothing, making the most desirable product to me. One of the most desirable products that I consume is this plant. It's the thing that I want, you know, like, and I don't understand why me having a regular access to this would harm anybody else. I don't think it does. I think that's why, for the most part, I've been able to avoid any legal issues or anything. Like, I don't push the limitations, I don't think, that far to where you should hold me a criminal, you know? So, oh, camp's a lot of fun. Yeah. Hey, listen, Chi-Town, that's the way to go. I know a lot. I know a lot of people who just, like, for Guapo, he says it's therapy, you know? Yeah, literally, Guap, right there. I might enjoy growing more than consuming. I love that. Oh, Chi-Town, yep. Love that. Get some pics somewhere down the earth guy. Oh yeah, super down to earth guy, bro. Go on, eh? What's up, brother? Smoke in the air, baby. He says, sorry about the stage. Oh, the caps lock button being stuck. No, that's fucking tears, though. No, last week right after the song is, I'll come back and get back to the other stuff. Garden is my mental health. Yeah, I love that. Kawani, are you listening, brother? This one is for you. This is what we came up with. Alright? After... This is your words, a couple of the responses, and maybe one well, actually, I can probably show you. The only thing... in lower case anything is something you probably didn't write. So.
Sorry I'm late. Hello everyone. Did we do smoke in the air? I didn't hear you say cheers. Cheers, Echo One Nako. Cheers. Cheers. So like, hey, that sounds cool, like One Nako. But what does that mean? It mean he is. It mean he is.
Oh no, you know what? I got this little vape out. I'm gonna do a little herb vaporizer.
Okay, I went looking based on my fine hymns. The sticky icky is green and beautiful and heavily smell. I could ask them, so I asked him. Fuzzy wild haired number angry garden gnome. It has been that neat stay. Good night list. We are lighters. Yo, great over. It's over. Is he for us or them? LOL! Manchurian candidate. Hey, you talk me out of it. Manchurian candidate. Brown weedy is no good. Munch right candidates. We are lightless. Good night, everyone.
I have an Omura, Joe.
Wait, really? So like,
So the Omura is like a pod system. You pack one side of this. Jesus, this is gonna be done. So you pack one side of this little thing. All right, and on obviously the other side is like a whatever. It's got like a little be in there, so that you don't smoke past it. But you obviously just dunk this thing. So in the top of this, you see that little hole right there. Just this little unit. You dunk this guy, swang right into the top of that. There are some buttons on the front that are, oh, you can actually see it. Wow, look at this. I should be like a salesman almost. What is happening? It vibrated once to let me know that it's starting. Once it vibrates again, it's good to smoky smoke. Typically the first hit or so, meh. Then it gets better as it goes. The pod can be used twice, but it starts to feel not great. Oh, but when it's Mandarin Skittles, can you just, oh. Nice little smoking song right here. Cheers, friends. You know, Shy, I do have some. I always thought that I could have been a hand model. Thing is, I got mauled by a dog one time, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if my thumb's no good anymore. And like, if you look, oh, you see that? Look at that mountain range. What happened there? That's like a wah, you know? Don't punch trees and such. Don't get punched by those. Look at them mountains. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, man. You know, I did always wanted to, I wanted to pursue a hand modeling career. Whoa! Look at Mr. Void. What's up, brother? That he's handy. Dudley Dawson, we're at the point now where I think we've made a few jokes about it. They're talking about like maybe not even having to do surgery, and allowing the thing to, I mean, they had to like reset some stuff and clean some stuff up again and like kind of put some stuff back, and like it's like I think we're just gonna let it heal over. Like, well, heal over how? Like, you know, the bones like eat it. Anyway, sorry for those who don't know. Anyway, but yeah, we made a few. Biz called him Harriet Nubman the other day, and I gave a good laugh to that. To which I responded, "No, we call him President Stump now instead." So it was a quick response too. That was not like some long drawn out. We came right back with it, you know. So yeah, there's some good names getting thrown out there. Great news, Dudley, to be honest with you. John Voight, what is up, my guy? Oh, do you guys know that the Mars and Jupiter and the moon are gonna make a smiley face? Shit's gonna be neat. Get out there and look at the, what is it? Tonight or tomorrow? It said the 25th. But I don't know if that's like tonight. I'll go look at the moon after I get off stream tonight. Y'all should do it too. Maybe one of you can go see it right now. Tell me. Does it look like a smiley face?
People just walking in front of it like we ain't recording.
Oh. This is a great song. Oh, with a chance of meatballs or...
Hey, it happens. People are people. None of it's intentional. Never attribute to malice what you can contribute to incompetence. It's far more likely that they are all in their own world.
So that thing already vibrated and is dead. I only took a good 4 or 5 hits off of it. I re-put the pod back in. It just re-clicked. Said I'm good to go. I don't mind this little unit. It's okay. It does get warm. Like if you were using this in the winter as a hand warmer, you'd be in good shape. You could get intoxicated. You could get elevated.
You have going on, they have going on. Nobody else knows what everyone else is going through. also need to be a little more self-aware and aware of the world around us. That was deep. You got to look deep to find the deep things. If all you ever do
What,
with your life is stay at the surface, you'll never find anything worth exploring.
Smoking your own grow is the best. So I respect that statement. There's some people out there that I think it's worth. They got some good ones. That old half gripped. What up, Biz? My guy. How you doing, brother? Happy Thursday night.
That was deep. You got to look deep things. If all you ever I hate murder. I hate war.
Oh, we're so close to it. I can see it. Y'all want to see it? It's a few songs away, but it's right there. Look at, we're right here. This one is right. Oh, Hibbity Skee Bop. Right there, friends. We're almost there. I hate that I hate. 'Cause if I had no hate, then everything would be great. Words of wisdom.
I hate murder. I hate war. I hate people using bombs to kill people that are poor. I hate a little. I hate a lot. I hate when people don't know what they got. I hate hate. I hate fear. I hate all.
All right. Well,
I hate to say forever.
I hate your love. I hate how you can murder with an undersized glove. That wild. I hate murder and I hate war and I hate people using bombs to kill people that are poor. What a wildness.
Once upon a time there was a tavern where we used to raise a glass or two.
All right, friends, questions about cannabis? Did any of you come up with the answer to my question? Did all of you hear the question that I have? It's a question that I ponder and that I sit on and I reflect on with regularity. How do we get to the point where our understanding of cannabis is the commonality of understanding? When I heard somebody say the other day, well, sativa and indica is just a new thing. Well, dude, fuck. Chi-Town, I guess you're right. You know what's funny? If you ever see if you see the little, he looks like a professor, little crazy haired guy, that pops up behind me. If I can move out of the way, maybe I'll just sit back over here for a little bit. I just don't know how good the mic. Oh, mic's picking me up just fine. I'll sit back over here for a minute. Maybe we'll see it pop up. Because oh my god. The answer to the life, the universe, and everything else is the question that sits underneath that man. And then there's just a field of mushrooms behind him. Kind of neat. Let AI go fucking nutty, brother. Brothers and brotherettes. The question, how do we normalize? How do we normalize? How do we get the understanding that all of us have about cannabis to be the normal understanding of cannabis? And it takes a lot of like thought, I think. I've sat on this question for fucking years. Podcasts have been my answer. Live chats, speaking the same things into existence. I literally promise you, I heard somebody say the other day, they were just saying, that sativa and indica, it's kind of new. That's within the last couple of years that happened, right? And then, like, my brain got so broken. I got, like, an eye twitch a little bit. It's the classification of sativa and indica is more of a geographical designation than it is a indicator of uplifting, energetic, and euphoric, or sedative and relaxing. My 2 cents at it. Yeah, Chi-Town, I would say so. When the other thing is, too, is, like, if you're putting in the right context, so, like, I've trained, I don't, it's in my phone, and I would have to do some digging, but I've dumped tons of cannabis documentations, some of my favorite books, some of the writings of like Ralph McChulam, and some of the like actual understandings into AI. And I used to ask this thing like technical questions about cannabis, and I'd often sit there and go, holy fuck, this thing actually knows some shit. So fuck, I don't know. Anyway, oh my god, dude, that's a good one, Bob. I like that. When someone asks you for a sativa, yes, and which family variant they want. Chi-Town, often when somebody asks me for a sativa, I often assume that they pre-designated in their head that it didn't matter if I talked them out of why they need it or not, or why the thing that they're trying to buy is trash or not. They have come in for very few factors, and sativa or indica, bingo bango, price point, bingo bango, and THC percentage. Those are the 3 factors that the average consumer is consuming based off of now. And yeah, I think yeah, the uneducated consumer is easy to take advantage of. This is why bud tenders aren't taken seriously at times too, because the consumer only has 3 things that they're asking. So as a bud tender, you only have to deliver 3 answers. If you work at a recreational only dispensary, those are the only 3 questions you should be able to answer. And I understand that some people who just heard me say that might get freaked out. That's what they've made it, at least in Illinois. What cannabinoids, I guess what method of ingestion, what cannabinoids, what terpenoids. But ultimately, sativa, indica, price point, and THC percentage. That's what. Oh, Hibbity Skee Bop time.
Hibbity Skee Bop, hibbity do.
Have another one or have another 2. Definitely can't change mindsets. Don, though, I think, and I'm gonna go with Guap here. I think you're wrong. And I think that the best way to change a mindset is personally to begin with. I think that the person has to go through it themselves. I can't change the mindset. I could normalize it. There could be a way of normalization that was respectable, right? And I think that that's something I've often tried to toy the idea with too. And if you've been listening to me talk for long enough, you've heard me talk about short form content for a very long time. It would be a means of growth. It is a thing that, like, I don't know if that's what I'm trying to be recognized as. Is like, hold me accountable for these few words at this one time back then, when we're in a thing that is evolving so fast, and we're learning new things about it with regularity. So like, I always am like, and it's not that you couldn't update stuff, right? But I spent 30 minutes and back to the booth they chose. They walk in. And John has direct experience. You cannot change these people's mindsets. He's not lying in that. Yeah. Now that you say that, John, and I back agree with Guapo. Now that you say that, people are very. You have to understand too. Play the consumer role. Go back to one of these places, John, that doesn't know you, that is like our company or something, and buy I say our company, your company that you work in now, and go buy a joint from somewhere else, right? Don't worry about getting a discount or whatever. Just watch the experience and feel what it feels. You're going to go in there with your mindset, hear them out. If they try to mention something to you, you probably know better though, right? You already work there. You already know better enough. But like, have you actually consumed the thing that they just were going to mention to you? And I'm not saying that... You dig what I'm saying? We get pretty stubborn in our ways, especially when we think we know what we're talking about. And I can understand why some people aren't swayed. Now, it's different when it's delivered properly. Because when I'm in Michigan and somebody properly presents to me that what I'm about to buy or spend my money on is boof, that I should just spend a few more dollars and get something that would be more impactful, dollar for dollar or whatever, I have to listen to them. And I do it with regularity. But it's only to some. Because some people are like, oh, you ever go to a restaurant and you're like, hey, what do you like to eat here? And you ask the waitress or something, and you don't like fish, but they just mentioned 2 fish dishes, and you're like, the fuck? That's not at all what I was asking about. Now I'm just going back to the safe burger again. It's what I do every time. It's just, give me the burger. What are we talking about? All right, give me the chicken pasta. Alfredo, preferably. Maybe pesto. Maybe pesto Alfredo. Maybe Cajun sauce. I like pasta, is what I'm saying too, friend. That's just good. Okay, but anyway. This I would educate the uneducated. Want to hear? And Tyler, that's it too. I don't know that the scientific side of it is even what people want. I don't even think anybody gives a shit. A lot of people use this as a fuck it all, as a general comfort and alleviant. They're not using it for massive medicinal purposes. I do believe that all prolonged use of cannabis, period, is medicinal use. If you have been using cannabis for a long time, look back at it. How many times have you used it when you've had a headache? How many times have you used it when you want to go to bed? How many times have you used it when you're nauseous? How many times do you just turn to it because it's just that general fuck it all? It's just that comfortable something. And we don't have to feel guilty to feel good. A lot of other people can be considered or have to go to the doctor to be told that they have an anxiety disorder or a depression disorder, or they need to be diagnosed a condition before they're allowed to take their health into their hands and believe that it's like, I know when I don't feel that. I know when something is off. And for those simple feeling moments, to have something that helps with those feelings, the headaches, the nausea, the inflammation, the spasticity, the pain, the anxiety, the depression, literally every symptom that you can basically name. Holy fuck, yeah, that thing does that for me. And I turn to it so regularly. I think that, is it detrimental to maybe very few at the end because they're going, oh, I've experienced, I'm fine. This is just me feeling something from the intoxication or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe we scoff off some of the bigger events that might happen at some point, and maybe that would lead to somebody having heart issues or something, right? There is a very truth that there could be negative in the long-term over and misuse of this. But for long-term use, proper use, we have a lot of examples, and I think the four you have to mention, it's Cheech and Chong, it's fucking Willie Nelson, and it's Snoop Dogg. You look at these folks and you go, okay, I don't know that combustion in the lungs is going to be the long-term answer, and I think that I think it's worth all of us taking breaks at times, if for nothing else, to give our lungs a little bit of a break. Yes, tolerance breaks. Yes, tea breaks. Yeah, fine, whatever. But I also think that, give the lungs a rest, Well, and that's it too, John. I think a lot of people who ask, most just don't care, get them high. And John, I think that you're right. But you know how much they're spending to go through this experience. To get uncomfortable with somebody standing across from you. God damn it. Where's the water at? Y'all, drink enough water. It's good shit for you. It'll keep you healthy. But you know this too, and it's nothing, it's not against you either. The person just isn't vibing, isn't feeling it. If somebody comes in and asks for something and then end up reverting back to what they want, I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I had personal friends walk through the door, people that I've sat and had meals with, people that I've shared plenty of combustibles with, people that I've played nights of poker with. They came in, stood directly across from me, asked my opinion. I brought it back out. I said, this is the fucking best thing we got here. I promise you. They looked at it, said, whoa, wait a minute. Does that say 27%? Yeah, dude, I'm not trying to be rude, but come on, you know me. I've been around for a long time. I need the good shit, man. I need something that's going to be 30+%. And I literally looked at him dead as fuck in his face, and I said, do you think that I would walk out here and bring you something that wasn't going to be quality? This shit is some of the best flour in the state, and I don't remember what it was at the time. Could have been any number of Revolution products, could have been fucking Mandarin Skittles, could have been, at the time, what was I representing, right? Flora Arbor has some badass shit. Dez has some good shit. Illinois Collective has had some good shit. Plenty, there's plenty of okay things out there. 93 Boys has made one or two good things. Every player has made some, New Era's made some good shit. Wildly enough, I actually had some fucking High Supply recently that I was like, shut up. No, it's not. Like, yeah, it is. I'm like, this is not some fucking High Supply product. This tastes incredibly good. I'm not like, yeah, you're shocking me, actually. It was in better yet, even, it was in a joint. Couldn't believe it. I also can't remember the name of the brand. It might have been gas station candy. Tastes great. Was it the most effective thing ever? I don't know. It was in the middle of smoking some other shit. That's the other thing too. For a lot of people that I know, I've heard way too many of my friends say, well, I do this all the time, but I don't get high. I don't really feel it. I'm just doing it. Oh yeah, goat, they changed. It's a scroller. Yeah, and I think there's like, you know, there's some good scenage back there. But yeah, John, I think the thing is, what the reason why I'm asking him this question, how do we normalize the idea around it? It's because the same thing that like Chi-Town's talking about, right? There is an uneducated consumer who is very easily getting taken advantage of. And because the uneducated consumer is getting taken advantage of, the educated consumer is suffering. Suffering in the wallet purposes, right? Like, this shit is way more expensive without traveling than it needs to be. And traveling carries far more risk than it needs to for a plant that all of us are in agreement is not like this. It can't be. This thing here is not the problem. There's no way. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to go off the deep end. I could have right there. Y'all, my brain just took 3-4 spins, alright? More scenarios. There was a few more scenarios there, okay? Listen, that's another scenario. It could happen. But the punchline, hopefully it was a good one. Anyway, no, I don't, I've said it a lot of times, and I'll say it a lot more. I don't understand how it's okay to bomb people and threaten people with bombs, but it's not okay to consume cannabis. In fact, better yet, threaten those people with possible imprisonment. And for us, even for us who have access to, we still have the threat of imprisonment if done incorrectly, where the extreme across the globe, and this is why I stay grateful, and I am grateful, and I'm happy that I am where I'm at, and I'm grateful for the experiences that I have. I disc golfed today with an amazing man. Manny, shout out, great love to Manny. He said to me through the round, he goes, man, he's like, I gotta say, like, you're one of the more positive people I'm around. I appreciate the hell out of you, like, a lot. You're just showing nothing but love right now. Like, this is so cool. There's some people in this sport, you know, you get around and they're really good, so you're intimidated by them and you just kind of follow in awe. But, like, that's not what you're trying to do. Like, you've included me and you've made me feel really good about this shit. And I was like, yeah, of course, like that. But that is, it's just spread the love, my friend. I'm grateful for my opportunity. What do you mean? I get to consume cannabis. I get to throw plastic circles in the woods with my friends. You know, I'm listening to good music. It's beautiful weather. Like, you know, if it all were to blink, right, and everything were to go away, it would suck. There's no doubt about it. but I can't take for granted anything that I've experienced, and I appreciate everything that I get to. All my interactions with the humans that I get to interact with, it means as much to me as I don't care about traveling around the world, and that it seems very interesting. I'm incredibly terrified of planes. I get very like nauseous from like motion sickness. I got a bad case of vertigo. There's a lot that plays into it where it's like, just overcome it. It's like, yeah, it probably would take some drugs, and it's not that I'm against it. It's that I have traveled a lot on the ground here in America, and what beautiful scenery and what a beautiful landscape. I recommend everybody travel around as far as you can around here. It's definitely worth it. Just gotta be grateful. Just gotta be happy, you know? Appreciate it. It's not to seek happiness, it's to just be happy. Happiness, health, love, wealth. It's fulfillment, but I say wealth. It just rolls better off the tongue. And I've talked about this in the past. 11:11 on a clock. Every time I see it, the words happiness, health, love, and wealth go through my mind. It's because it's what I hope for everybody. How wouldn't you? This is what you want for yourself, right? You want to be happy, you want to be healthy, you want to feel loved, and you want to feel fulfilled. I say wealthy, but like wealth can be any of the other three. You can be abundantly loved and feel fulfilled. You can be abundantly healthy and feel fulfilled. You can feel abundantly happy from whatever it is and feel fulfilled. It doesn't have to be a monetary chase. And none of the things that I just mentioned should be something you should chase. It should be something you perpetuate. It should be something that you outwardly do, that you reciprocate back with. And I think that's just the plant. It's just that it's this thing. It's just this community. It's far better away than bombs. Bombs are scary as shit. Yo, I get scared when a bee comes up too fast. You know what I mean? I'm like, God damn it! I get all startled and shit. I got to flail for a minute, try to get out of my face. Let a bird swoop by too close, you're gonna catch me jumping. I'm a jumpy little fucker. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it's from. I couldn't tell you, but I get jumpy as shit. Oh, throw that disc, my brother. 100%. Yeah, well. Yeah, bees don't care. No, all up in your... You know what I got? I got a goose. Doesn't give a fuck about my personal space. Yeah, and sometimes, like, that's my buddy. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't bite me or get at me, but I've had to shoo him away with my foot a couple extra feet, you know? Yeah, bees are good. Bees are good. I don't mind. Hey, listen. I genuinely promise you, I don't have it in me. I don't want to really kill shit. Fuck a fly, clapping that motherfucker right out of the sky. Get out of my face. Nasty motherfucker biting on me and shit. Go away. You know what I mean? Biting shit. Get the hell out of here. Mosquitoes can go. Fuck them. There's quite a few things that could just get fucked if it was up to me. I know, like, do you guys know it's a true story? Do you know that we could eradicate mosquitoes? This is a true story. We could make mosquitoes. We could extinct them. The problem is, if you killed all the mosquitoes, and maybe you couldn't extinct them over the whole lands. I mean, you could definitely drop some airplane, you know, chemicals, and it definitely will cut them the fuck down. And actually, you guys know they do this. We do know that they do drop some chemicals, and it helps keep bugs over on one side. I think they do it by the Mississippi a lot to keep shit on one side and the shit on the other side. Anyway, they could kill all the mosquitoes, but they can't, because not all mosquitoes are biting mosquitoes. Also, the other thing is, like, the mosquito killer doesn't know the difference between the biting ones, the good ones, and the bad ones. And if we killed all of them, we would. Birds have a great. They feed on mosquitoes. A lot of bats do as well. And everybody's like, okay, well, you know, some birds could get fucked. They're kind of annoying. And the bats, that shit's scary depending on how you feel about it. And they're nasty. But also, the thing is, for those who are cannabis growers, we know that bat guano, some people be using that, you know. That's a California style of growing, I think, the bat guano. But, yeah, you know what I mean? So, it's a ebb and flow thing. Some of it's... Look, there's fucking bees in the background right now. We're all good. Yeah. But, anyway, I just try to respect what I have, and I would like to contribute back. Shit. More water, hold on. I would like to contribute more than I'm taking.
So I went to Neiman Marcus on a shopping spree, and on the way I grabbed Solly and Mia. And as the cash box rang, I thought everything away. Oops, there goes the dreams we used to say. There goes the time we spent it away. There goes the love we had, but you cheated on me, and that's for that now. There goes the house we made a home. There goes you'll never leave me alone. For all the lies you told, this is what you owe. Hey ladies, when your man wanna get buck wild, just go.
What was I talking about before I died on the... I need some water. Anyway, moral of the story is, I love what I got. I'm happy with what I got, and I appreciate that y'all have given me the opportunity. Oh, I was talking about how do we figure it out. You know, I just think that there are so many people, how I could add more instead of taking away. Specifically, the statement that I made. How do I add more, contribute more than I retract from? And one of the things I know the best is this plant. Can I speak on it the same way that my friend Alex can? No. Can I grow it the same way Guapo can? But that's what I'm saying. There's so many different aspects. Can I represent it to the masses like John did the same way? You know, every single one of you has a different thing that you've contributed and made this plant great. And I just want to add to that. And I think that, you know, if I could do exactly what my friend praised me for today, which is just showing pure love, just being compassionate and caring, but also, you know, I don't know. I just want to, I desperately think that the thing that I want to contribute with is this plant. How do you make it happen? How do you add the most value where the most people will be impacted by what you do in this space? And I know I gotta have a job and I know I gotta do whatever, so I'll get a job and I'll do the thing. But I don't know that that's how I make the biggest impact. And I will continue to podcast, I will continue to stream live on Thursdays, continue to have these conversations. It's not because I think it's worth it, it's because I know it's worth it. Because I wish I could get back to the and I always think about it like, what content would the medical patient, would the person who most would benefit from this want to see? And The problem is, a lot of them would want to know what to consume from their local markets. And thank God for some multi-state operators, because it's easier to represent some of these things that I have experience with. But set all that aside, because there's something so, like, we all know, it's just doing it the right way. What is good, Jimmy Anderson? How are you, brother? Oh, man. Yeah, I just, I'm over here. Boy, I need more H2O. I mean, a licorice. Thing is, someone's gotta help the throat, you know? Talk too goddamn much. Oh, what a badass plant. I think, I think if I can tell you guys a good, like, patient story, like somebody who had great success with cannabis. Oh, one of the best ones. Maybe y'all have heard this or not. I have an incredible one. There was a husband and wife who had been working through cannabis for quite a bit of time. They started to try to consume some things here and there, and she seemed to be getting way too stoned, she said. Didn't feel comfortable. Incredible. Oh my god. My favorite fucking thing. That's my saggy pants, man. What up, Saggy? What up, Anita and Lucy? My Kentucky crew. Yeah. What the hell was I talking about? Shit, I got all confused here. I get so pumped up when you come in here sometimes. But I also get confused about what the hell I'm talking about a lot more, too. I wonder if that's, because of, it's gotta be everything at play. Because of how much is going on in front of me, and I'm trying to touch so many buttons at once instead of just talking a direct line. But, hell was I saying? It'll come back to me. It often does. Tell you what. Sweet Tarts Row for the win. Wow, what the fuck? Oh, my patient friend. Incredible story. He was getting too intoxicated. Wasn't feeling that great. Didn't mind the effects for some nighttime relief, some good sleep, and also some appetite stimulation. I mentioned the idea that CBD in itself is very anti-tumoral. It doesn't mean that it's going to shrink or decrease the tumor. It's very good at reducing the growth of tumors, is what CBD is. Now, often a lot of other cannabinoids, maybe THC, it may be CBD itself, but maybe THC, maybe some of the terpenoids, are good at kind of promoting apoptosis, which is the killing off of bad cells and the regeneration and growth of good cells. And she came in. She ended up, again, this is another sweet pea story. One of my favorite products in the entire state. Sweet pea oil from Shelby County. High CBD, probably 20 to 1 parts CBD to THC. It's in a concentrated oil. You're getting about 700 milligrams, averagely 700 milligrams of CBD, and right around 30 to 40 milligrams of THC. So there is some of both cannabinoids. And this lady, and I said, you know, what I would like to see is, like, with anybody, or I think what's worth it for you, it's not that I'd like to see it like I'm some fucking doctor, it doesn't matter, but if you wanted to have the best results, you should consume that thing, that product, sweet pea oil, 3 times a day. Either encapsulate it or put it into some form of an edible or whatever. I think they did encapsulate. And 3 times a day. Separate it by 8 hours if you can. And, you know, I mean, give it a month. And within a month, you should at least have an understanding of if it's effective or not effective, or how you're feeling or whatever. And it was a couple weeks later that they came back in, and they wanted another couple of doses of it. Another couple of it comes in like a 1 gram syringe, but I hate to say the word syringe because everybody goes, holy shit. Syringes are associated with needles and injectables. That is not. No, it's just a container. It comes without a needle in it. It is a blunt nose plastic piece that you squirt a thicker oil out of. I begged her to consider doing about 25 plus milligrams, however much the budget would allow, of CBD per dose. It was a couple of weeks ago. They go by. She comes back. They ask to talk to me. They buy some more of that sweet pea. They tell me we've had some actually really good success, a couple of better sleep nights. We don't even feel like we need to use the THC as much because we're just feeling generally more comfortable. The average fuck it all is very there. The average, like, I'm not as anxious or nervous or whatever. It really has taken an edge off without getting me intoxicated. It's very cool. And I said, good, that's what it's supposed to do. So, you know, stay the course. Oh, should we do something different? No, stay the course. Why break it if it isn't fixed? I want to say it was 3 months later that she came back from one of her appointments with her oncologist and said that her numbers had looked very good, that it seemed like she had decreased even some of the numbers, which are her cancer markers. And she's like, well, listen, we've been doing the same medical regimen, we've been doing the same food regimen. There's nothing different that has changed except for cannabis, and it's not even like massive cannabis use. It's just the CBD stuff. Like, we are so bought in, we're so on board. Like, whatever. I think it was 6 months later that she came back, growing a very nice full head of hair, great big smile on her face, and they gave me a cancer screening that showed a clear screening that her tumors had shrunk to the point where they were benign. Now, she was going through Western treatments. Obviously, that's why the loss of hair. But there was a steady things aren't getting better, right? Using the same medications, doing the same exact thing. Cannabis gets introduced. It's like a 6 month, maybe 1 year turnaround, where it couldn't have been a year. It had to have been less than that. Well, no, I might have been there for longer than that, actually. So yeah. But they're awesome people. I still call them every once in a while. Now that I'm talking a story about them, I believe it's probably time for me to call them and say hello and check in. I think they're just some of the nicest people in the world. And I think that it's super cool that somebody believed that the implementation of this plan was the thing that did it. And They wanted to give me any of the credit for it. I would not take it. I still won't take it. I don't care. All I want to do is just be able to spread that same information to as many people as can humanly use it. To understand that you don't maybe need to take a pea-sized grain of RSO 3 times a day for, or whatever it is. I think it's a pea-sized grain for three times a day for a week, and then it's 2 grains of rice, and then it's 3 grains of rice, and it's 4, and you just increase this thing until you're eating a gram of concentrate a day, and just they call this the Rick Simpson method of cancer treatment. I don't even know that any of it is. So again, in cannabis, 2 conditions that I would say cannabis directly treats. Cancer is one of them, so cancer treatment is a possibility. I hate to say it though, because people try to hold you to something like, well, you said that it would fix something. No. It's been miraculous in what it's been capable of, and I've seen a lot of people get unbelievable results, both from doing this Rick Simpson method. I've actually seen people have good success with that, but they were mighty intoxicated through the process. And I often wondered if you weren't just consuming that much to get enough CBD, CBN, CBG, THCV to begin with. So why not just start from the beginning and just get a more robust cannabinoid profile, something that would be more beneficial to your cancer, whatever it is, and to just have a baseline of something not so intoxicating and zombifying. For any one of us, even the best of us who are cannabis consumers and say, hey, edibles don't work, to actually absorb and to take in 700 plus milligrams of THC a day through very direct methods of ingestion, sublingual and oral methods that are very, and again, oral is eating through and going to the stomach. So maybe some of us are inefficient at absorption there, but we can make it efficient through different forms of emulsification, through liposomal encapsulation. There's just plenty of ways that make it seem more of bioavailable, and that's a big factor. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, there you go, Gare Bear. Looking good, man. Oh, saggy pants. You're gonna have a great time, my brother. Oh, that's right. WrestleMania 41. My good golly, Miss Molly. Oh. Oh. Well,
Green eyes, fried rice, I could cook an egg on you. Late night, game time, coffee on the stove, yeah, sweet ice cream, but you could use a flake or two. Blue bubble gum,
oh,
twisted
saggy.
around your tongue.
My neck's feeling sore. It was tight. I think I slept on a bed. I've been, pillows. I think it's got a fat head, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Big old heavy head or something. Anyway, I slept wrong the other day. I woke up and went, oh, my neck's a little hurting. And then, woke up the first day going, okay, it's a little bit, it's okay, it's not that bad. But then you wake up the second day. Second day is always the pain, and that was today. And then my answer to it was to go throw 2 rounds of disc golf. So, you know, you ain't never gonna hold me down. Scooby-Dooby-Doo-Boo-Boo. Too cold, I want true. No, I love you, babe. Happy 11/11 Kentucky time, my brother. Wishing you all the happiness, health, love, and wealth the world could ever give. But hey, with the love Gary gives, we are richer than that nerd Bill Gates. Writing the song. Know they know it? In the song.
If the stars were edible and our hearts were never full, could we live with just a taste? Just a taste. It's 'cause I love you, babe. In every kind of way.
Just a little taste.
No, I love you, babe. Ba, 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 ba. You know I love you, babe.
Woo!
Ba, 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 ba.
What else? What else goes on in the world? Everything else all right? Y'all panicked about anything silly? Gotta get out in disc golf, get away from it. Bop, I don't know how long I'm gonna make it. Yeah. I don't blame you, brother. You're all good. Miss you already. Have a lovely rest of the night. Love you all. What, my boy, Gawana, you even still in here? Did Gawana even stay and listen to his song? Whoa. Yeah, I do. What's up, brother? How are you? TGS. For anybody who needs some tabletop games, go to the old tabletop game shop. Great man there. Now, what's up, dude? How the fuck are you? You can always just come hang out with me. When can I see you? Yeah, Biz, 100%. The one in downtown Oswego. That's our good friend Nick. Nick's an amazing man. But yeah, I have a few school programs that I can give them to. So let me know. I got you.
What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way.
Tabletop Game Shop. You want to buy some kids' Pokemon cards?
To let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do.
You put
To make me dream of you.
you put the wrong there on the first one.
I don't wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna
Look at that. I like it.
I don't wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna
Yeah, he said we can always take a look. Yeah, hell yeah. They definitely do. Bring him that heat, dude. Bring him the gas. Bring him the gas and he's gonna he'll take it. Bring me the gas and I'll take it too, though.
And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
That 1995 Charizard, bro. The Shadowless. Nick, how much is that Umbreon going for now, ungraded?
Nobody loves no one.
The one with all the diamonds above its head.
Possession of the mind is a terrible thing. It's a transformation with an urge to kill. Not the body of a man from earth, not the face of the one you love. 'Cause when I turn into a Martian,
I don't know.
I can't
You're smart. That gets it. I just know there's a lot of. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's so disgusting. What set is that thing out of?
walk down city streets on an unsuspecting human world. Inhuman in your midst, this world is mine to own. 'Cause when I turned into a Martian,
Roll that beautiful green boy. I'm down, Care Bear. I wish I could. Honestly, I wish I could smoke a joint right now. It'd be great. Okay, Ian. But Tabletop, you asked me a question. I'm over here asking you a question. I put you on the spot over here. Can you, can we hang out soon? I will happily try to get, those discs in the right proper hands. Also, how's your brother? Talk to that guy?
well, I can't even recall my name. Oh, won't you tell me what the fuck is my name, Martian?
Oh, fuck yeah. How's mom and pops doing? Damn. You see this? Tabletop Game Shop? Get you some Pokemon cards for them discs, bro.
Folks, I'd like to sing a song about the American dream. About me, about you, about the way our American hearts beat way down in the bottom of our chest. About that special feeling we get in the cockles of our hearts. Maybe below the cockles, maybe in the subcockle area.
I can't throw it.
Something takes a part of me.
Whoa. Wait. If it's destroyers, hold on. Hey, let's hang out first.
To believe
Don't give Biz access to your shit yet. Nah, this kid's got a noodle. No, he's a great young man, a great disc golfer.
cannot take away all this pain. I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life.
It's a great bag to have, Tabletop.
Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be a cheap fuck for me late. Something takes a part of me. Feeble
Yeah, I got so many. You know, I'm kind of with you. I don't know why I even think about them. I got too many of these dumb things. I don't even know. That's it. You don't even need any other discs. A wizard and a destroyer. You play the whole game. Tabletop, see, you know, I've known forever that you were an amazing young man. You really, you never cease to impress, brother. Eden, Beast, and Origin, and a PA3. Do you understand these? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Oh, much love, Gary Bear. Fucking right. What I got? Got a lot of discs. Not saying anything. All I'm saying is, you know, just come disc golf with me more. God, dude. How crazy. I quit when you're going back to work, and you know what the hell I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking flip-flopped our schedules. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not scared of that. What has your average score been lately? I'm pretty consistently about 2-3 under.
It's from the bone, it's from the bone. It's from the bone.
Bro, we going big boy with it? Just double or nothing, full deck.
Pack it, fire it up, come along, and take a hit from the bone. Put the blunt
Yeah.
down just for a second.
I don't blame you.
Wrong. It's not a new method. Inhale, exhale, just got an ounce in the mail. I like a blunt or a big fat cone, but my double barrel dong is getting me stoned.
Yeah.
Skillet.
Fuck
There's water
you.
inside, don't spill it. It smells like shit.
Holy
Only carpet
shit.
spill it. Goes down smooth when I get a clean hit of a skunky, funky,
Yeah,
smelly
Biz
green shit.
dreams
Sing
of
my
going out
song.
and only playing a putter only round and being even at even.
It's from the bone, y'all. It's from the bone. I get a hit.
Biz literally, I mean, he would, you know,
Can I get a hit?
he'd ruin a sock for that.
It's from the bone, y'all. Can I get a hit? It's
Couple of them, probably.
y'all. Can I get a hit?
Bro, we should go to Plano and just putter only it.
Take that finger off of that hole. Plug it, unplug it. Don't strain. I love you, Mary Jane.
Yeah,
She never
fuck yeah,
complained.
Gare.
When I get married with that flame, I
The
light up
throwing,
the
it is
cherry. She's so
throwing
good to me.
season.
When I pack a fresh bowl, I clean the screen. Don't get me stirred up. The smoke from the bubbling water is making it pure, so I got to take
Such
my
good
hit
timing
hole.
for the
Just
disc.
like Chong, I get the bowl and I reload it. Get my 4-footer and bring it on.
What,
Hits from the bone.
I think I want to take a hit from a bong now. Now that we're hearing the song. Y'all want to take a hit from a bong if you got one? I'm gonna put one in the air here. It's from a bong, yo. Can I get a hit? Can I get a hit?
Hits from the bone. Can I get a hit? Hits from the bone. Can I get a hit?
Oh shit. It's called Foley Park. Do you know where the ball golf course is at out there? That's called Cedardale. Cheers, fam. No, I think it's Foley.
Because I got high, because I got high. To the next one, got to the next one. I was gonna go to court before I got high. I was gonna pay my child support, but then I got high. No, you wouldn't, yeah. They took my whole paycheck and I know
Nick, it is so small. It is a putter only thing. I mean, you could throw other discs if you need to, but it's a putter only thing pretty much. But it's a fun little just putt and pitch thing. Hey, pants, that's kind of a little glowing black light on. I like that. Kind of neat.
Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high.
Turn this shit up.
I messed up my entire life because I got high. I lost my kids and wife because I got high. Now I'm sleeping on the sidewalk and I know why. Why? Because I got high.
Oh, that's a little bit further. Yeah, okay. So like, it's pretty much backed by like the BP and shit in Plano. Kind of head back behind that. There's a ball golf course out there, but and then you kind of got to go through like this little neighborhood to get down into the disc golf course. But holy shit, is it a good time? I mean, good time for like, it's a pure ace race. You have a very good chance of acing something.
He say he a thriller, he say he a gangster. He say he a clobber, he say he got pounds. He say he shot, what's his name? He say he the realest in it. I don't know what you got to say. I don't wanna talk, don't talk to me, dummy, you talk too much. Don't come around talking about shit I did, I ain't saying nothing. Dummy scared eyes, all I did was look and he ran from me. He ran away. I try to hit his back, hit his leg, dummy with the double dutch. You know I'm talking. You know that's my translator.
Yeah, is the Yorkville Park even in anymore? Did they just cut all the trees down, or did they take the baskets out? Yeah, you see, Toyota, that's what I'm talking about. Small, easy breezy, fun, nobody's ever there. The only thing you gotta watch out for there is tons of goo. It's astronomical. And that's coming from somebody who feeds geese regularly outside of his house. You know?
Ask Tony if a dummy said Wick ain't real, then he don't know me. It's hot as hell, he got a jacket on cause that witch on me. He say he a thriller, he say he a gangster. He say he a clobber, he say he got pounds. He say he shot, what's his name? He say he the realest in it. Nardo, what you got to say? I don't wanna talk, don't talk to me, dummies talk too much. Don't come around talking about shit I did, I ain't saying nothing. Dummies scared eyes, all I did was look and he ran from me. He ran away, I tried to hit his back, hit his leg, dummy with the double dutch. You not wanna talk me, go mute. You not wanna fight me,
oh my goodness. Well, friends, yeah, what is it? What do we do? What's up, Anita and Lucy? Happy Thursday night. What's the plan? It's supposed to rain tomorrow, Biz. You get to get off work.
My pronouns are fuck you and Suck My Dick is one of the best openers in a song.
Oh, never mind. Maybe not, huh? Maybe it's a little spotty shit in the morning, no, a little spotty shit in the afternoon. He said, hell no, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but... Oh, that's right. Friday's the narration day. Okay, okay. Keep me posted, my man. Alyssa and Angelo, happy Thursday evening. How are you, my friends? Do you, how y'all been doing? You know what? For everybody who hasn't heard me say it, happy post 420. I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful weekend and a great Easter and all the goodness. Happiness, health, love, and wealth, baby. Yeah, 420 was a good day. It was a good... one of my favorite people in the world, one of my uncles, it is his birthday. It was Easter. We had the family. We had a little bit of smoke. We did a little bit of the, you know, oh. Do I have any of the following? Swag. Lots of swag, dude. I have an MVP trail that I'm throwing right now. Don't even know what a Discraft Drive is. Don't even know what an Innova Racer is. Yeah, cheers. What do you mean, Biz? You're too in the, you know too much. That's the problem. You know what? You know why you've been struggling lately on the disc golf course? Because of that. Because you just came at me with some crooked stuff. I'm throwing an MVP trail. I don't know what a Discraft Drive is. I don't know what a racer is. Maybe I do know what a racer is. No, that's a Gorgon. What's... No. I got nothing. But it doesn't matter. New discs don't mean anything to me. Oh, like Demigorgon. And I'm about to send down to your house. Oh. Okay. I'd just rather... Well, okay. I like that. Dude. Damn it. Friends are in here. You're embarrassing me. What up, Seymour? This is just over here being mean. Alright. Anyway. Have you thrown a trail yet? I like it. Nah. No, it's not. It's not the same. Ever since the nightly news show that the Monkey Man was on, I guess I'll go to Florida and get myself some sun. There ain't no more opportunity here. Everything's been done. Sometimes I think it's weird. Wait, was it yours? Did you own it and then he chucked it in? No, Nick, you're 1,000% accurate. I started getting better again once I started throwing destroyers more regularly. I was going through a slump there. Okay, I was throwing above par rounds regularly, and now we fixed that. Things are better. Things are okay. Life has changed itself back around. But yeah, a destroyer, you just, you know, you get a couple different ones. You got your little flippier one. You got your, you know, your baby. Then you got your more overstable one. And that's it. 3 destroyers, 2 wizards, and a buzz. And you're fine. Yeah, bring Anita up here with you. Biz, only somebody with a noodle would say a destroyer's less than a beast. Beast is way a far spirit. Oh, that's super dope. Bro, you know Chapman? Get out of it. What is happening? Well, chaps? Alyssa and Angelo. There's a lot of good cannabis talk tonight. What were we talking about? Got a lot of cannabis stuff if anybody wants to talk about it. Anybody has anything they'd like to know, or they had any questions about stuff, you know, you can always just put it in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything. But no, I had sorry, we've gone on a rant here now. There's a disc golf conversation going on here. If you don't disc golf, I genuinely recommend it to everybody who can hear my voice right now. If you are not disc golfing, I know if you're not the active type or whatever, it is literally the best recreation. I'm going to explain this to you in a way, okay, that is conceptual. And everybody who plays it will hear me and go, oh, that kind of makes sense. It's the truth. There is... Oh, you get a good walk in. Now, look, check this out. This is the better part about it. Okay. When we go to... We're just in public. We do the public thing. We're out there. Okay, it's just the world. And then on the edge of the world, we go to the park. All right? The parks are fun. They're close to, like, you know, nature and stuff. And they you know, they got playgrounds and it's a good time. Behind, in the nature, is where disc golf things get built. So, like, there's parks in between, like, you know, living space and whatever. And then behind the parks is nature that is very habitable and beautiful and lush and taken care of and manicured. And they put metal chains out there that we get to throw plastic circles into it. Literally some of the most beautiful land in the entire fucking world. And I mean this as some... look, put a fucking disc golf course in the fucking redwoods and then I'll shut my mouth, right? Put a disc golf course in fucking Yellowstone and then I'll shut my mouth, okay? There's plenty of beautiful land out there, like sickeningly beautiful land, but not like... And again, right past disc golf courses is nature. You can go out there. There's trails and shit, maybe one trail, but it is far more overgrown. Chances of you getting poison ivy and the chances of it not being manicured is very likely, right? You're out into the woods and shit in the nature. So we literally are in between out into nature and being like in a park. And often we're barriered by like railroad tracks or long distance walks that the general public wouldn't make to go out by all those people out there. What the hell are they doing out there? It's us. Seymour, you been throwing? That's awesome. Fuck yeah, it's a great time. Oh, damn, Taylor. I did not know that. Oh my god, what happened to the back of Jericho? It's a fucking debacle. The last time when it was a complete jungle, the new time you go, it's a disaster. The worst place in the world. All the old baskets aren't even there. Chloe's melting. Barking and everything. Alyssa and Angela, I promise you, what an amazing recreation. And you'll, because here's the other thing. I think to point out, to go to the point that fucking Tabletop Game Shop, our buddy Nick here brought up, if nothing else, it's a good walk. You get a walk-in that is, it's organized. It leads you down a path, right? The path is a little bit of this way and a little bit of that way and over this hill and over back behind that set of woods and around this stuff and boom, boom. And you're kind of like cutting back and forth through, so you get to actually experience all of the horse, like all of the land. It is such a beautiful experience. It's I can't tell you. And a lot of people are like, well, I'm not good at this. Well, there's plenty of ways to fix it. I'm literally standing still playing this game right now. Like, there's no fancy anything. I'm just standing where I'm at, grabbing the thing, hucking it that way, and doing plenty good enough to compete against some very competitive boys. And girls. Except for I can't beat my girlfriend. Kick my ass. Kinda fucked up. Friday Night League. Yeah, I feel like I got mowed by some skeeters or something today. I'm an itchy buddy. Oh, Tabletop, there's no point to cross the bridge now, period. Oh yeah, go to the Friday Night League, that'd be cool. Yep. Talking about doing an OG Jericho layout using our own baskets, at least the front 9 old positions. Okay. I respect that. You're gonna be throwing over some shit? That's a little weird. Like that 7's gonna be hard to replicate. It's still there. You can still do it, but you're gonna go over that parking lot. And 9 would be dope to go throw that again. It's one of the coolest. Oh, and yes. Nick, you're not lying. Like Eagles' nature and Eagles being out in the elements is far greater in experience. I mean, that's why I love that place. I'm grateful to have any access to it at all. Jericho is seriously. Jeez, Gear. I mean, I don't blame you. A lot of people take the entire winter off. Growing in the winter is for pretty much just quackadoos, you know. That's a lot of us. We're quackadoos, but we do it. But that thing is like, it's as desirable. Like when I was talking to y'all, maybe y'all heard me say this or not. Cannabis is one of the most desirable things. You know what I mean? Like, obviously food's there, and like, we're not talking about human life. That's stupid. I'm just talking about things, right? Like things that I would like to possess or own or go get or seek out or something. Cannabis is highly on that. As far as experiences go, disc golf is that. You know, I think I'd rather disc golf with a friend, and that's why it's awesome. I just said my girlfriend plays too. Like, I get to do that thing with that. Like, what a cool recreation. What a good exploration. What a fucking dope. I don't know. Love disc golf. Glad to share it with anybody. Biz. That's why I said I can't beat my girlfriend, you know what I mean? Yeah. I beat you in a different way, though. Biz. Yeah, Gabber, you're not fucking lying. Wait, literally the only time you played with somebody is when I played? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. That's like the biggest honor of my life. Dude, fuck solo acing? A hole and having that under your belt? What's up with fucking playing the only round in the world with Gare Bear? That's kind of fire. Prime 2015 Macbeth. Does anybody in here, anybody that's in here left, if you know our friend Biz well enough, can you, I think he needs a wellness check. I think he's been exposed. Yeah. I don't even know what's going on over here anymore. A man can dream. That's it. Yeah. And listen, it's better to speak it into existence in all the way up until when you do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much he said, because he typically doesn't say a whole fuck. Well, I think he might be a little trash talky, actually. But, you know, Matt Askren, all the way up to the point where Jorge Masvidal took care of business. He you know, what all you gotta say is like, I'm coming in there to whoop that arse. You know, I'm getting me some. I'm about to fight you. I'm getting you. You know what I mean? Did it get served to him? Ooh. And that's what like the whooping is when it comes to me and Biz. That's why I brought it to that level of explanation. The Masvidal and Askren correlation there. It's quick, you know, but I think it's painless for him. I think he's so stunned out the gate. He just got the initial, you know, stiffness. You know, he's just out. Yeah, that's what happens to Biz, and so, yeah, and respectfully, exactly. Yeah, that fucking course, that was giving me vertigo standing on them hills like that. It's a wild course. That's it. Respect. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen. And I take it as nothing more than respect. Why my neck hurts right now, though? I'm carrying you around in my head, bro. A heavy load. You know what I mean? Oh. Anyway, I just, it is the pillow. Oh, man. I gotta get the pillow. What, do you got a suggestion of one? I thought about getting one of them cubey ones. Thought about getting one that looked like it was already cradled and it had, like, wings, like, with my hands underneath and shit. I don't fuck. Hey. Sometimes the dreams leak themselves right into reality, bro. You know what I mean? You can dream it, you can believe it, you can be it. That's it. What's the best pillow ever?
need.
Fake feather
I
pillows,
pretend to
huh?
pray, pretend to pray. You know the preacher like the
Bro, I gotta.
He knows
I don't even know what it is. I've been on a hunt.
on such a winter's day.
I've probably bought more pillows the last 2 years than any human should probably consume in their entire life. And some of y'all might go, "Ha, you're just exaggerating." I might be somewhere in the, I mean, honestly, it's gotta be 30, 40 plus. They're just not working. I got a crickety neck. Maybe it's the whole mattress, but oh, I'm telling you, it just doesn't, my neck does not feel supported.
Well, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray. I pretend to pray. You know the preacher like the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay.
But I'll check out the Meyer, dude. I cannot say that I've got any Meyer pillows yet. Wiped out just about every Walmart choice, every Target choice, every fucking where was I was getting some other pillows. It was Meyer, Target, oh, Kohl's. Yep, hammered through the Kohl's section. I'm telling you, I've gotta be in like the 30 to 40 pillows in 2 years. I don't know if this chat box allows you to send links, man. You can send it directly to me if you want. Unless it's a link that everybody's supposed to have access to.
California dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. California dreaming on such a winter's day.
There's another chorus? Oh, Sag, next time I come down, we're going to that one. No. Yeah. I don't know about that. See, I've been sleeping.
I don't believe it.
The pillow has to match the mattress. It's crazy, dude. R.I.P. Bed Bath and Beyond. Oh, the great Beyond, Shy. Hey. Drummer has been around. We haven't seen her poke her head in here today. I talked to Drum last week or so. I've been I'm dead. I've been needing to get together with a couple of friends. Drummer's one of them. Seymour's one of them. Tabletop now for sure. Got to get there. Oh, that'd be fire. Saggy. Oh, dude. Biz, you are not lying. That was fire. Dude. One of these days, we should just go back through the memes, dude. I think... Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. I think they're here. Oh, they're here. Dude. Look at this. Just look. Did you see? Hold on. Here we go, back. Look at how many... Oh, we got a few of them, bro. Oh, and this might not even be all of them. I think there's a lot more in the downloads. We gotta move them over here. Madness. No, not even question. It's 100% a yes. There's stuff that needs to go. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Let me see if I can find the one. Oh, I'm just looking for the old asterisks here. No, we do got this one though. Viz, was this you? Ah, Graham's canceled. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Ooh. I don't even know. I wish I knew like who made what. Oh. Oh, the old dirt snake. Oh my god. All right. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I clicked. I'm gonna close it. I actually just have to close that right now, or I'll keep touching stuff. Anyway, all right. I love cannabis. I hope you do too. What a great plant. What a great thing to bring us all together over. Well, hey, I love you too, Gerber. Dude, it would be sweet as fuck to get Biz down, take a little road trip, go see one of my good dogs and one of my crazy dogs. You know what I mean?
Anytime I need to see your face, I just close my eyes. And I am taken to a place where you're crystal mind.
Yeah, I'm down to see a lake. I'm not scared at all. You know what I think I'm getting ready to see is the back of these eyeballs. No? Well, no. Back of my eyeballs, that'd be weird to see, actually. The back of my eyelid. Eyelid. That's a weird. Like a lid, because you like put that on, you like snap it on. More like a eye flap, an eye shutter. We should have called them eye shutters. What the hell is wrong with us? Eyelid? Ain't nothing lidding about it. It's more like a shutter. Well, you know, we make up fucked up words sometimes. Alright, Nick, please do. Great, thanks for coming in and chatting. Miss you already, brother. Talk to you soon. See you next week. Get me a lake. Oh, yeah, the Biz man can try and slay some hogs. He can fish. Yeah, Biz will bring his poles. I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I would die to find out. That's it. That's Biz over there. Now what was I talking about? Fucking no. I do. Wait, I just had a great realization. We call them eyelids, but they should be called eye shutters. We're not gonna beat that horse again, but that's where I was at. That was like a mind blower. That's like when you're like 16 and you smoke weed with a couple of your friends and you came up with like the wildest shit ever. I can distinctly remember. Now, there might have been more at play than just a little smoking. But me and a friend were literally talking about how much of the internal workings of a human body would need to be there for it to retain its human, like, so how much would your brain, your central nervous system, it's like pretty much your entire spinal column, pretty much like that entire, everything that is nerves would have to be pulled out of you and put into another human. And then, like, how would you even string back all of the parts into the other human body just to retain? Well, yeah, we went deep talking about how you would do like a full brain transfusion into somebody else, because you couldn't just like sever at like the brain stem or something, then connect it to somebody else's brain stem and just hope that everything was the same. You would actually need the central nervous system. You would need the spinal column mostly, because like that is like all of the wiring from the brain, you know? Anyway, yeah, that was a real conversation. Just so you get.
I got more rhymes than this cops at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Showed enough. I got props from the kids on the hill, plus my mom and my pops. I came to get down. I came to get down. So get out your seat.
Oh, dude, I saw this same thing, Biz. Yeah, and then like the dude like stops for a minute and he was like, "Wait, what?" No, Biz, I literally have had this thought. Okay, thank God that you brought this up, because I have been thinking about it a lot. Seymour, thanks again for always being a part of this and coming in here and hanging out. Have a lovely night. Let's talk soon. Let's holler. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night. And you take care as well. What, dude, what? You gotta imagine, dude. What an experience that has to be. Get yoinked upside down out of the water, spinning around 360 on a rope or something by a hook in your mouth. What an experience. But like, think about it, like there's probably a fine layer of like where they can't see through it, obviously, right? And then that layer of whatever it is that they're seeing, it is the air, because they can see through the water, but they can't see through the air. So then, like, you drop a little line in there just out of nothing. Could you imagine if there was like aliens fishing for us as humans? And we were just like, oh, a free burger that is cooked perfectly. It says, "Eat me. I was just prepared by Gordon Ramsay, and you're on a game show, and if you eat the whole burger, you make billions of dollars." And you're like, but you only have 10 minutes to eat this burger, so you got to make this decision, you know? And you go, well, fucking Gordon Ramsay made it, but then it's just an alien who, the second you take a bite of the burger, snatches the inside of your mouth, they hook it up, and then they yoink you into the heavens, dude. That would be fucking wild. They fished you, you know? Like an alien abduction, walking down hole 15, disappears, and all of a sudden you're back. Well, in Biz, that's what I'm saying. Just dropped back into, like, all of a sudden you disappeared on hole 4, and then on hole 8, all of a sudden you hear me back on hole 4, You're like, wait, oh, that motherfucker's back there again? Like, what is happening? Yeah. Calgon, take me away. Yeah, fucking A, right. That's it. That's it. That's a you wonderful piece of it. Hey, Care Bear. Miss you already, brother. Get that, Lucy. This is it. But yeah. Alright, friends. I think, you know what? One more quick smoke, because I'll probably get out of here right around 11:11. We'll make it a good night. I like 11:11. That's my lucky numbers. I'm just gonna do a little, just a little one of these. Good places, the park camping. Oh, really? Yeah, that's fine by me, Jay. I ain't scared of that. I played at some awesome places that have been like hooked up to campgrounds that are like less played because they're out by campgrounds and people aren't going that far out, but are some of the most beautiful, again, lands because they're hooked up to campgrounds, like beautiful parks and, you know, nature, and yeah, it's crazy. Beautiful trees. Yeah, love it. Sure did.
Matching in Benzes, giving ends to my friends, and it feels stupendous. Tremendous cream, get the dollar. I don't want to work, I want to bang on the drum all day. I don't want to play.
Man, this song maybe brings drummer out for a minute. Get to say goodnight or something, you know? Alright, friends. You know, perspective's everything. Glasses fast split. Let's go, Mike. Cheers, brother. I'm gonna hit this thing. Cheers, Mike. Cheers, G-Man. Cheers, Dudley. Chi-Town. Biz, I think you might be still kicking it, my friends. Cheers to all of you. If I missed anybody still listening, cheers to you as well. I don't want to work. Bottoms up. Yeah, I like it.
Listen to this. Every day when I get home from work, I feel so frustrated. The boss is a jerk, and I get my sticks and go out to the shed, and I pound on that drum like it was the boss's head, because I don't want to work, I want to bang on the drum all day. Hey, hey, I don't want to play, I just want to bang on the drum all day. I can bang that.
Let's go, Mike. That's super fire.
Happy birthday, heard you're downstairs is girthy. Stunned on the love on Jeremy Gary. I love you, but I think you need therapy. Ordinarily, I wouldn't talk about another man's body, but you're a sexy hottie, and I want to tell everybody. You rock my sticker faces in a couple different places, and that's why today we're giving these praises. Gary,
Mike, you got any good, what's going in first? What's the first grow you're looking to do there?
from the peace, love, and cold clan. Gary is the kind of
I am, but going to bed later. Peace. Hope everyone has a good week. Tomorrow. Biz, deuces. Talk to you tomorrow, my guy.
Gary's birthday means all the men have erections, and
Hello,
all the women were
ovulating.
Gary is Kevin Bacon's real dad, getting lucky down in Kentucky. Gare Bear goated, Anita goated, Lucy goated, G-O-A-T, goat.
Goat it.
Been my friend for 3 years. Raise
The beakers say cheers. Be my friend for life. Oh, Mike, I'll hit that subscribe button there, brother. Is that one of the videos there? I just looked at your page here. AC Infinity streamed 22 hours ago. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at that shit here in a little bit.
You rock my sticker faces.
That's super cool.
In a couple different places, and that's why today you're getting these praises.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Happy birthday, you're the fucking man.
And I'm glad we met back when
the shit first began. Happy fucking birthday from the Peace, Love, and Coke clan.
I just subbed to you, brother, so I'll see you pop up now when you come through. Oh, happy 11/11 again. Damn it, I miss it. Gee Bear. Thanks for always fucking being here and taking care of that for me. Making me not have to pay attention. Yeah, that's my guy. Gorilla Glue, let's go. Little auto flower start. Yeah, I like that. That's super fire, Mike. Alright. Well, we can turn that down for 1 second. Biz. Gary Bear. That's what the song was gonna say, was Biz, but I meant Gary Bear. But anyway, all of you. Yeah, that's super dope, Mike. I'll check this stuff out here before I head off to bed. Everybody who has spent some time here tonight, those who have already left, thank you very much. For those who have stuck through all the way, fucking heroes. For those of you who just joined in, I can't appreciate you enough. Thank you all for giving any of your time. Remember, I hope you strike peace when you seek it. I hope you find love when you need it, and I hope you can cope when you feel it. Peacekeepers. Remember, you got this. And fuck yeah, Mike. Hell yeah, Chi-Town. Always a fantastic time with all of you. If you haven't ever heard this,
Avocado, 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 potato, 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 potato.
little shout out to the drum. Here we go, but don't, and for those of you, don't forget.
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It is.
Disgusting.
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
Disgusting.
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It's.
Disgusting.
All right. Listen, Angela, that sounds fire. Little Banana Blaze. There was, what was it? Banana Brunch number 7, I think. I actually have the doob tubes somewhere. I'll find it, but there was a banana strain that was super fire from Revolution. It was the last joint sold pre-rec, so it was medical only, and it was the first joint sold while it was rec. I got to be both of them for one company. I forced it, but I got the last sale of purely medical, and I got the first sale of recreational. They both were the same thing. Banana Runts number 7. That shit tasted fucking so good. Oh, I missed. Oh, y'all get me excited just thinking about it. I think you want to know the truth. That might be something. I've vaulted a couple of things of weed before. Well, before here. I have them. There's a few. It might be that. It might be Banana Runts bubble hash. I might have like a half gram of some old ass school Banana Runts bubble hash. Anyway, you know, y'all get them hoarder ass moments about this stuff where you get something you really like and you save on it. You're like, shit, I don't know when I'll ever get that again, or maybe I'll never get that again. I'll spend the rest of my life hunting that G13 that I had back in the day. I will spend the rest of my life looking for that fucking blue cheese. Oh my God, Maron. You know, oh. And none of it's the same. None of it is. It's just, well, you know, triple burgers, oh shit. Dudley, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Awesome. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. That banana on fire. Yeah, Gare Bear. No dick pics. Sorry, I just had to say it for those who didn't want. Oh, look, hey, that's the guy. Fuck. Shit. I wish I could go back. I can't. That was the guy, the life, the everything. If you haven't been here for long enough, Dudley, I think maybe you would understand what I'm talking about. That was the guy. And maybe Chi-Town, you might actually been here when I was talking about the little wavy-headed guy who, 42. Actually, I know Chi-Town was. I think you were the one who said 42. That guy just scrolled past the screen and I fucking didn't show you. Anyway, Triple Fire is awesome. Oh, I do like some old school. Oh God. There's so many old school strain, like a Cindy 99 from back in the day. Not the shit that they overbred nowadays, or now probably even finding a Cindy 99 would be fucking tough. Just going through. Yeah, and that's like some of that stuff. Like I miss some of those really good old school strains. Oh yeah, hey. Oh shit, guys, remember.
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It's
Disgusting.
all right. I miss y'all already. Thanks again for coming through. Have a wonderful rest of the night, Mike. I did subscribe. I'll catch you soon. And to everybody else, au revoir. Be good. Stay cool out there. See you next Thursday. If you ever need anything, you can hit me up. peaceloveandcope@gmail.com. I do actually pay attention. I'm not as fast at responding, but I promise you I'll get back to you. And if I don't get back to you then, I'll respond exactly here. You know, Thursdays. Okay, bye. Miss you already. See you soon. Bye now.